Hi guys, this is Cassie from Cassy's Kitchen and we will be making today oxtail with broad beans. For this menu we are going to need some special ingredient. Right here we have our nice clean and washed oxtail ready for seasoning. Right here we are going to use browning, Montreal chicken, roasted garlic and herbs. We're going to use some ginger, some garden vegetable, and we are going to use this. It's a Caribbean tradition oxtail seasoning. This is very special, so we're going to use this as well. We're going to use some broad beans for our cooking. We're going to use some cooking oil. We're going to use a little black pepper. All these season that we have here, we are going to use. We have carrot, Irish potato. We have some chopped tomatoes, we have onions, we have some nice sliced ginger, we have garlic, we have thyme, scallion, sweet pepper. Right here guys, we have a separate dish with all these seasoned. We have green pepper, red pepper and yellow pepper, and right here we have some onions. This is what we are going to use for our final stage of our cooking for our oxtail. So now guys, first thing we are going to add some browning onto our oxtail, just like so. You can use about, with this amount of oxtail, you can use about three tablespoons. I'm not using a measurement, I'm just going free-handed. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of this Montreal chicken, even though we are not cooking chicken, but this is tasty on our oxtail. And we are going to use 2 teaspoons of this roasted herb and garlic. So this is our garden vegetable, and I'm going to use 1 teaspoon garden vegetable. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of this oxtail seasoning right here onto our oxtail right there. We are also going to use some powdered ginger for our seasoning, so we just apply it just like this. A 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. You can use black pepper or white pepper or any pepper of your choice for this seasoning. You can use a spoon to stir this together, or you can use your hand. Make sure your hands are clean. I'm going to use my hand. Right here in this bowl I have about 12 dishes. I can serve 12 dishes from this oxtail. So it depends on the amount that you're using. You can use more of these powdered season, or you can use less, depends on your family size. Guys, now that I got the powdered season rubbed into the oxtail, I'm going to apply these garden season onto our oxtail. So now we are going to apply all these fresh garden season onto our oxtail just like this, and then we are going to apply this into our bowl. You can marinate this for about 2 to 3 hours ahead of cooking. Okay guys? The longer this marinated, the tastier it becomes. So what you can do, you can also season this and put it in your refrigerator, in your cooler overnight, and then you will have a much tastier oxtail. So I'm just going to cover this and leave it to marinate for about 3 hours. When I come back, I'm going to show you the next stage where we will be browning our oxtail into our pot right here. So now guys, you can use the season of your choice. If you want to add more season, or if you want to add less, or if you have your favorite season that you want to add to this oxtail, you can do so. hot scotch bonnet pepper. You can add some pimento seeds. So it depends on the flavor that you want in your oxtail. Then you can add those season to your oxtails. We have some brown cane sugar that we are going to add to our oxtail, but we are going to add this further down in our cooking. Oxtail has finally marinated, and now we are going to brown our oxtail. So now I'm going to turn my stove on high, and I'm going to let that heat, and then I'm going to pour some vegetable oil into my pot. I'm going to pour half cup of vegetable oil into our pot, just like so. So we are going to let this oil heat, and then we are going to add our oxtail into this pot. Our oil is heated. How to test if your oil is heated? All you can do is touch your meat just like that, and just add it to the oil. You don't have to use anything else to check. So here we go, guys. We are just going to take them off just like this with our hands, and so taking off all our oxtail, all the season, guys, just like that. Just like this, guys. We're just adding this to our plate, just like this. These are the seasons that we are left with in our bowl. We are going to use this back into our oxtail. Okay, guys, so I'm going to put this aside until we are ready for them. So now, guys, I'm just going to take this one up, and I'm just going to place it neatly into our oil, just like this. I'm going to put them into our oil just like that, guys. And I'm going to allow these to fry. Guys, we call this brown. So we're just going to brown them in this oil. And we will have to turn this, guys. When this side, it's like partially getting darker in color and looking like it's fried, then we're going to turn them over on the other side. Okay, guys? So I will be right back, guys, to show you. These oxtail can turn, so I'm just going to turn them around because you don't want them to fry too much on one side. So we're going to turn these for like 2 different times. We're going to turn them around so that they can cook nice and juicy. So we're not going to fry them as to fry dry. We just want to make sure they are brown and nice. These turn already. So I'm going to turn this one now. And be careful when you're doing this, guys, because you don't want to get burned with hot oil. Okay, guys, so we're just going to turn them. See, guys, they're frying nice. So I'm gently going to turn these, guys. Some people will use a fork to turn these, but if you are using a fork, use a long fork, guys, because we are handling hot oil here, so you gotta be careful. I'm going to leave these to fry on that side, and then I'm going to turn them over one more time, and then I'm going to move to the next stage. Our oxtail is brown enough that I want to have it, so now I am going to take this out, and now I'm going to prepare my season for our gravy that we are going to add to this oxtail. I'm just going to take them out just like this, one by one, and place them into this container, and just going to gently take them out, guys, just like so. There you have it, guys. They are all fried, and now they're ready to be cooked. down in our special gravy. That is, we have our oxtail ready and waiting to go in our pot that we have prepared right there. But before we do so, remember I have saved these seasoning right here. So I'm going to add this to my blender and I'm going to blend this, guys. So here we go. I am going to add some tomato ketchup into the bottom of my blender, just like that. We're going to use like half cup of tomato ketchup. And now, guys, I'm going to add all these ingredients into our blender just like this. We're going to scrape everything into our blender. Just like this, guys. These tomatoes and into our blender, just like so. And we're going to blend all this ingredient together, guys. And we're going to use it for our gravy. Guys, we're going to blend all these ingredients together. I'm not going to add any water to this, guys, okay? So I am going to chop all these ingredients. Okay, guys, now that we chop, we are just going to puree this. Guys, this is finely chopped and puree, and this is the way we want it to be, all liquidly and nice. So we're going to add this now, guys, to our pot right here that we have heating. We have this on a high heat. I'm going to turn this down and medium heat, and we are going to pour that ingredient in our pot. This is a nice puree, and now into our pot, just like that, we are going to add this. So we're going to gently stir this together into our pot, and then we are going to bring this down to a boil, just like so. Trust me, guys, you can smell all that aroma, all those nice seasoning coming from this, guys. You're going to love it. And if you are a pepper lover, if you realize I did not put any pepper in it, because I'm not a pepper lover, but if you are a pepper lover, you can go ahead and add your pepper and you can blend it together while you were making this puree. Okay, guys? So we're going to leave this and bring it to a boil. Okay, guys, so now that our gravy is boiling, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of sugar, and I'm using brown cane sugar. You can use any sugar of your choice. Okay, guys? I'm going to gently stir this together, and we are going to allow this to cook in our gravy. This is going to give this gravy a real nice taste. You can smell all that aroma coming from this seasoning, guys. See, guys, this gravy is nice. All that seasoning cooking together, guys. Oh my goodness. This is nice. You can just smell that aroma. Beautiful. So now, guys, we're going to let this cook for about 2 more minutes, and then we're going to add our oxtail to this gravy. So we are adding all these oxtail into our pot, and we are going to let this cook down for some time, and then we are going to add some more of our ingredients. So have fun watching. We'll be right back. So, guys, we are going to close this pot with a tight lid pot head, and we are going to let this cook in its gravy. We are not going to add any water to this, and we're just going to allow this to cook. It's going to spring its own juice, and with that gravy that is already in there, so we do not want to add more water to this pot. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to check my oxtail and see guys, all that gravy nicely cooking in our pot. I do not add any water, just the gravy is thick and nice, as you can see guys. So this is going to cook down some more, and then we are going to add some more ingredients to this pot. So I'm just going to give this a little stir. Our gravy is really thick and nice right here. I'm just going to mix it up, stir it up a little, just like so. And I'm going to allow this to cook. That gravy is really thick and nice, and this is how you would want your gravy to look like while cooking your oxtail. Real nice and juicy. See, so we are going to allow this to cook, and then we are going to get right back to you. Add some more ingredients to this oxtail guys. So I'm just going to allow this to continue cooking. Now that our oxtail is halfway cooked and simmering down in the gravy, I am going to pour some hot water into this and let it cook down. So now guys, I'm giving this a stir, and I'm going to allow this to cook down, and when we return, I am going to add our carrot and our Irish guys to this pot. So our oxtail is almost cooked, so I am going to add to this oxtail my carrot and my Irish guy. As I'm going to add all these Irish potatoes that I have cut in cubes. So I'm just going to add them just like that. And I'm just going to cook these for 5 minutes because I don't want them to be overcooked. So I'm going to add some carrot now to this pot, and then I'm going to close this, and this is going to cook for 5 minutes guys. So I'm going to close my pot now guys, and I'm going to be right back. Let these stay on top guys. Do not smush them or crush them or sink them underneath. Let these cook on top for 5 minutes. Okay guys, so I'm going to add my broad beans to this oxtail now. So I'm just going to add it in just like so, and I'm just going to give this a little stir. If you want more gravy in your pot, all you can do is just add more hot water and cover. So I'm going, and we're going to top it off with some onions guys, because we're going to give this now a fresh taste of our onions, sweet pepper, the yellow, the green. So you're going to spread these all over the pot, and then now guys, you're just going to close this and let this cook down for a while. So guys, our oxtail is now cooked, and we have right here some rice and peas. Now we are going to share a plate, and we are going to send it to you with love. Thanks for watching, and I hope you're going to try this recipe. I know you're going to enjoy it guys.